Good morning. It's Saturday, July 6th. I'm Lisette Nunez in the Fox 5 newsroom. Thank you for joining us live on the Fox local app. Well, two teenage girls have drowned off Coney Island. The two girls went missing around 8 o'clock last night. A 24-year-old man jumped in to try to help them. Rescue crews found the girls an hour later and pulled them from the water. They were pronounced dead at the hospital. And the funeral for Officer Emilia Renhack will take place today. She is one of the victims who was killed in Deer Park, Long Island, after an alleged drunk driver drove into a nail salon. 3 others were also killed. The 30-year-old officer was assigned to the 102nd Precinct in Queens, where her husband is a detective. And checking the forecast for the weekend, today another hot and sticky day with a chance of storms. Tomorrow, a foggy start with temperatures reaching 90 degrees. Debris and empty boxes litter a Port Jefferson neighborhood after a home fireworks show went wrong. 4 ended up in the hospital, including an 8-year-old. Fox 5's Jody Goldberg talked with people who say the display is a yearly tradition.
It's a home fireworks display that draws hundreds to this Port Jefferson neighborhood each year.
It goes on for like 20-25 minutes. Phenomenal show, the best show I've ever seen.
Everybody loves it. Everybody comes to see it.
An illegal, non-stop show that some say beats the pros.
They should honestly be hired by Grucci.
But now Suffolk County Police are investigating after a firework went sideways at the end of the show. 4 spectators ended up in the hospital, including an 8-year-old who officials say is in the ICU with burns. Others injured range in age from 30 to 38. They also have burns, one a leg injury, another a severed finger. A cracked car windshield, scratches and dents are among the other damages.
I think it's dangerous.
No one answered the door at the home where the show took place. While some decorations are still intact, empty boxes and debris scattered across the lawn sat untouched.
The guy is a nice guy. He's one of the nicest guys I've ever met.
There have been several arrests for the illegal sale of fireworks leading up to and on the 4th of July. And this incident here in Port Jefferson was hardly the only one with injuries. In Copeg, an explosion severed 3 fingers on a man's hand. An 11-town man was charged after he supplied and instructed an 11-year-old to ignite fireworks. And a malfunction caused a fire, leaving 4 people homeless. This woman we spoke to hopes people think twice next year before putting others in danger.
It was honestly a good fireworks show, but was it worth it? I don't think that they would agree that it was worth it.
The Suffolk County Police Department says they anticipate at least 1 arrest in connection with the illegal Port Jefferson display and caution residents, as they say tonight is expected to be just as busy. Jody Goldberg, Fox 5 News.
The NYPD has just released a video of a wild chase through the streets of Brooklyn. It happened last Saturday morning. Police say the suspect, Stefan Lynch, stole a truck from a construction site and slammed into at least another vehicle as he drove recklessly through the borough. NYPD Special Ops spotted Lynch from the sky, and officers caught up with him in their cruisers. It all ended on the Gowanus Expressway. He was surrounded and then arrested. Lynch is now facing several charges, including grand larceny. And taking a boat ride to the Statue of Liberty is one of the most popular tourist attractions in New York City. But if this is something on your bucket list, it's important to know that not every boat will actually take you to Liberty Island. Fox 5's Kendall Green has some tips on how to make sure you get the experience you're after.
We're visiting here for the second time.
Ron Huskin made memories on Statue City cruises that will surely last him a lifetime.
Went to the Statue of Liberty, climbed to the top. That was quite an experience.
He and his wife got an up-close view of Lady Liberty, one of the most recognized figures in the world, connecting her to their own family roots.
Finding the passage, the itinerary of her grandparents coming over here, the ship they were on.
And near the boat's docking area in Battery Park, you don't have to roam too far before you're approached with salesmen outfitted with bright-colored vests, selling similar experiences like we did.
Takes you under the Brooklyn Manhattan Bridge, Governor's Island, Statue, Ellis Island, 9/11, and then bring you back.
But they don't actually take you to Liberty Island or Ellis Island like you would expect.
On a bad day, we'll see 75 to 76 illegal vendors surrounding the perimeter of Battery Park, basically creating choke points at each entry point into Battery Park.
Raphael Abreu is the vice president of sales and marketing at City Experiences. He tells Fox 5 their sales have plummeted by 25% after they've been undercut by droves of similar vendors promoting themselves as the cheaper option.
It's more of a buyer beware issue on our part to make sure visitors are aware that there are tickets available for the Statue of Liberty in Ellis Island, and the only way to actually arrive at the statue is to utilize our service.
This tourist tells us she was approached twice.
Today I came again, and when I was out from the station, some lady came up to me and she was like, "I'm selling the ticket."
But fortunately for her, she did her research beforehand, bypassing a potentially jaded view of the national treasure.
So if you come to Battery Park, 9 times out of 10, you're going to run into illegal vendors, but there's only 2 places you can buy tickets, right here physically inside of the park and online. In Battery Park, Kendall Grain, Fox 5 News.
Well, at least 4 people were hurt when an MTA bus careened onto a sidewalk on the Upper East Side last night. This was the scene near 74th Street. The bus somehow veered out of the bus lane, hit a tree, and stopped just feet away from nearby storefronts. The victims were hospitalized with minor injuries. So far, no word on what led up to the accident. And phase 2 of the G train suspension started yesterday as the MTA works to modernize signals. From now until August 12th, G trains will not run between Court Square and Bedford Nostrand Avenues. Now, also this weekend, the F train will shut down between Church Avenue and Coney Island Stillwell Avenue. This service disruption will happen on select weekends until September 16th. The MTA says shuttle buses will be available. And this is not the way travelers at Miami Airport plan to celebrate Independence Day, avoiding some green slime. It was oozing out of the ceiling, flooding one of the hallways. According to the airport officials, a pipe broke and the mysterious liquid is water from the AC system that is dyed green. So if there is a leak, workers can trace its source, and it's totally non-hazardous. Well, baseball players are picking up a new game. Opposing teams are staring each other down to see who will be the last to leave the field following the national anthem. Fox 5's Jennifer Williams shows us it almost landed Yankees players in hot water.
Yankees hosting the Red Sox for a 3-game set to kick off the holiday weekend here in the Bronx. And there are few things that are bigger in baseball than this rivalry, but everyone is talking about that patriotic moment from the 4th of July.
You know what? They should just let them stay there and let play begin.
What did you think of the standoff?
Well, you know, it was America's birthday, so it was a good day to do it. Like I said, I wish the Yankees ended up victorious in it, but it's good baseball antics.
I've never seen the Yankees do this, so I wonder if there's a connection between Hamilton and Poteet.
When the national anthem ended ahead of Thursday's Yankees-Reds game in the Bronx, Cincinnati pitchers Graham Ashcroft and Carson Spires remained in front of the visitors' dugout, while New York pitchers Ian Hamilton and Cody Poteet held out on the first base side.
I thought it was very interesting, and I would want to do it.
And now Boone said, okay, let's go. Enough.
The showdown lasted for more than 5 minutes as players ignored gestures from the umpires to leave the field so the game could start. Apparently, the Reds have been doing this all year, and Pinstripes faithful weren't fans of the stunt at Yankee Stadium.
I didn't like that.
It's not all fun and games. Players have been ejected for the standoff stunt in the past. In the Bronx, Jennifer Williams, Fox 5 News.
A pair of local newlyweds taking their wedding reception underground. The pair celebrating their nuptials on a subway car full of friends and strangers. Husband Daniel tells the New York Post that they didn't have the money to do the dream reception that his wife always envisioned, so he decided to surprise her by having it on the L train. The bride says the reception was all about love and it only cost the newlyweds $3,000. And Pokemon Go is returning to New York City. Pokemon Go Fest is underway and runs through the weekend. It starts at Randall's Island and will go all throughout the city. Last year's event drew 70,000 players. And this year, Pokemon Go is even offering couples planning to pop the question a special proposal experience. Tickets for the events are $30 and can be purchased on the Go Fest website. Well, let's get a final check of the forecast. Today, hot and humid with a chance of storms. Tomorrow, foggy start with temperatures reaching 90 degrees. And that does it for us this morning. I'm Lisette Nunez. Have a great day. And remember, Fox 5 News is always streaming here on the Fox local app.